Shalom. Give no praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahshai, Hashem Kwakadash, double honor to the apostles and all those great most doing true well. So just that you keep pushing the truth day in and day out. And peace and safety to the elect, man, the men, women, and children, the whole elect. And basically, I want to discuss this documentary I watched last night, which was a documentary about the FBI going undercover. And basically, what the documentary entails is a group of reporters following and basically recording the lifestyle of an informant, an FBI informer. And it's pretty sick, man. You know, the guy was persuaded by the FBI because he got caught up with some stuff, and they said, "Look, man, you can work for us. You don't have to go to jail, and you just have to set up your friends, or you can go to jail for 20 years in the feds." And the guy said, "Fuck it, I'll work for you guys." And the guy was a part of the Black Panther movement, and then the guy went to work, man. And he eventually ended up setting up a lot of so-called Muslims, okay? And he set them up. Everything was based on conspiracy, all right? It was no solid proof or evidence. It was all word to mouth. So, for example, what he would do was, for example, he was on a hunt for this so-called radical Muslim, all right? And basically, he'll move into the town, and then he'll bump into the guy at one of the guy's social areas, and hey, how you doing, as a so-called friend, and make ties with the guy on a low level, go to the mosque and pray around the guy, and just befriend the guy. And his job was basically to persuade the guy into being so-called more of action. And his job was to introduced the guy into another informer, and the other informer, this guy so-called had ties to the so-called Taliban, whatever it may be. And the only issue was that the whole operation was botched because of the simple fact that the guy, there was the so-called guy that had connections to the group. I don't want to say that name, okay? That had connections to that group. Botched the whole operation, and the guy figured it out, all right? And basically, he was going to talk, basically, the original informer was to introduce the guy to the second informer, and that informer will introduce him to the group, the so-called terrorist group. And once he introduced him to that, get him to sign over to the group, and then they got his ass, you know what I'm saying? They got him on conspiracy, they're going to put him away forever. So that documentary was very informative, and brothers should be very alert, man, on who they talk to, or who they deal with in their social settings, man. If you're not on a camp, if you're not doing videos, you know what I'm saying, if it doesn't contain the pushing and teaching the word, my advice to you brothers is don't even talk about anything that can seem radical. Don't even, you know, if someone tried to sway you into talking about the Bible, you know, if I was you brothers, man, and someone asks you about the Bible, man, just tell them you're a fucking atheist, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it comes down to your job and they see you pushing the word, and they pull up a YouTube video or see you on a camp, and they say, explain this, you just tell them this is my religion. You know, you don't gotta fucking go all in depth. And if they want to fire you, fuck it. One of my mentors in his truth, he went through something like that, and he got fired because his teacher or his boss saw him teaching the word. So he was like, "Fuck it, man, you gotta fire me, man." And and the boss fired him, and he put curses on that place. Months or years later, that place was shut down. So, you know, the best word of advice for you brothers, man, you know, tell people you're atheist, or tell people, you know, you're not really spiritual, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau is into bullshit. Now, let me fast forward into the story. Sorry about that. And a scripture that comes to my mind is offenses must come, and war unto them to whom the offenses come. Another one is there'll be something that crept in unaware, you know, to spy out our liberty. So there's going to be agents. This is a part of prophecy. Now let me break it back down to the movie. So the guy figured it out, and once he figured it out, instead of just fucking, you know, keeping his mouth shut and saying, okay, that guy was an informant. Okay, cool, he's an informant, all right? You won. You figured it out. You didn't run okay? So this fucking dumbass, instead of just taking a win and being humble about it, he wants to fucking sue the FBI. Are you out of your mind? Come on, man. Are you out of your mind? Now they're gonna get you, man. You know? I'm pretty sure there's brothers that know who certain informants are, but you don't fucking, I'm gonna sue the FBI. No, you don't do that. Okay? And these Muslims ain't shit, man. If you're a man of God, supposed to understand that you're gonna be harassed, man. This is a part of what we signed up for, man. Yahweh Shai was harassed. We're supposed to be, whenever you get harassed, you should rejoice, man. You know what I'm saying? You should be rejoicing, man. You know, Dawada Yahweh Shem Shai, I'm getting harassed. You know, Dawada Yahweh Shem Shai. Feel good about yourself when Esau's bringing pressure on you, man. But this fucking dickhead goes and files a suit against the feds. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? They probably had your motherfucking lawyer paid off, man. So basically what happened is he files a suit against the FBI, and then he goes to make a stand. He wants to go publicly about how the informants are set up to entrap people. Look, man. They're doing their job, all right? It's your job not to run your motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? And if you catch wind of it, you shut the fuck up before it's too late. If the Heavenly Father wants you to get locked up over some shit you didn't do, it's His will. But if He delivers you from that, praise the Yahweh Shem Shai the water, and you keep your mouth shut. This guy wants to file a suit, wants to motherfucking make a big broadcast, and guess what? The day before the broadcast, he was arrested. And guess how bad these motherfucking feds are, man. These motherfuckers ain't nothing to play with, man. That's why you gotta come in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, they ain't nothing to play with. They arrested the dude on charges of him having a video of him shooting guns at the gun range, man. They arrested him on that. And he had to serve 8 years. He's still serving his shit, man. They arrested him on a video of him at a gun range shooting a rifle, man. That's insane. Ain't nobody gonna step in and say, oh, no, don't do that. So for you brothers out there, man, you brothers gotta be circumspect, man, because Esau, it's called entrapment. He's gonna send in his informants that are somewhat familiar to the environment that you're in, that become familiar to your environment. They basically spy you out. They figure out your interest and what you like, and then they send in someone that's suitable to make contact with you and to befriend you. Okay? And then once that person befriends you, he wants to persuade your tongue to say some shit you shouldn't be saying. So my advice to you brothers, man, someone tries to talk to you about the Bible or about martial law, about this or about that, tell them you're not really spiritual. Tell them you're not into conspiracy, and just lie to the motherfuckers. Now, if someone sees you at the camp, or someone sees you pushing the word on the street, or if someone sees one of your YouTube videos and bring it to your face, be like, look, man, if you like what you see, keep on watching. But if not, I can't help you. Straight like that. And every time you do anything, just include the Bible, man. We're not doing anything the Most High is going to do it in His Son. That's it, man. Because Esau is sending in his informants to trap brothers, man. And brothers that are in camps, if they talk too fucking much and want to know this and want to know that and want to do this and want to do that, you got to watch those brothers, because best believe that there are informants inside of all of these fucking camps, man. Okay? You know, you don't know how long a brother may have been an informer in a camp, man. Brothers could be 10 years as informants in camps, man. He's racking up detail, because when Esau comes for all of us, he's not coming to lock us up and then we get bail. No, he's coming to put us under the motherfucking jail. That's what these feds do. They don't play, man. You know, like I said, because that guy wanted to run his fucking mouth. He was like, you want to run your mouth? Okay. Esau was like, okay, I got you, motherfucker. They locked the dude up off of a video at a gun range, man. That's how serious these dudes are. So brothers, man, if you're not at a camp, if you're not just pushing a word on your own concerning the scriptures and edifying other brothers, bro, don't even talk to people about shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's when you gotta be that that's when you gotta be like Clark Kent, man. That's when you gotta have that other side to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Wise as serpents, man. Don't even talk about shit with people. None of that. If they even ask you about the Bible, tell them you're an atheist, man. All right? Because the way things is rolling, Esau is looking for a fall guy to bring the whole thing down. Okay? He's looking for a fall guy to entrap, to bring so they can have proof. So they can have a proof to roll on brothers. I remember a while back there was this one brother that got arrested for so-called coercing this 14-year-old girl to marry him. Some shit. He got entrapped. He got set up. You know, he got set up. You know what I'm saying? You know, best advice, brothers, don't go to parties, man. You know what I'm saying? That could be a trap. You go to a party and some chicks all over you, man. And come to find out, man, she's fucking 16 years old. Now it's set up, man. Now you're going to jail for statutory rape. Then they're going to show brothers pushing the rape doctrine. So brothers got to be fucking circumspect, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be circumspect. You got to be on your toes, man. You got to be on point. And like I said, if anyone want to talk about the Bible, tell them you're an atheist. You know what I'm saying? Tell them if they want to talk about martial law and this and that. Tell them you're not into conspiracy. You really got to hide yourself, man. That's when that balance comes into part. Pick up a hobby, you know? If someone wants to talk to you and it's job related, talk about sports. Talk about working out. Because it's getting hot now. And the Spirit of the Lord alerted me to that documentary for a purpose. Okay? To tell you brothers, man, to be on your P's and Q's, man, because Esau is not joking, man. His informers are dangerous, man. His informers, I have to be honest, are more special than agents because you can smell an agent from a mile away. Okay? But an informer, he was a former criminal. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So he'll blend in. He was a former criminal. He was a former Muslim. You know, he was a former brother. Best believe Esau's went to these brothers, right, that fell out the camp, that fell out of the truth, that lost faith. Best believe he went to them, hey, look, can we work together? And the brother was like, man, what do you want with me? You know, and the brother was like, I'm an FBI agent, and I know you're no longer in the truth. I know you don't believe in it no more, but look, we need someone in there. I need you to try to get your way back into the camp, get in good graces with the elders and apostles, and we'll pay you a stipend. Whatever you give us, we'll pay you for it, okay? So give me a call. And guess what? That guy is back in the camp somewhere. And the Spirit of the Lord allowed it to happen because the scripture said there'd be something that crept in unaware. All right? So brothers got to be on their P's and Q's. This is not something to play around with, man. This is not something to joke around with. And for you young brothers too, man, you know, the Spirit of the Lord have mercy on you. But brothers that get up in age, man, you got to understand, man, this ain't a game. It's not a joke. This is very serious. This is deadly serious. Okay? There's men, okay, going to prison off of a conspiracy, man. You know what that means? There's men going to prison off of conspiracy. Basically what that means is basically there's men going to prison off of word to mouth, off of talking. They're going to prison 30 years, 20 years. This guy went to prison and still sitting there 8-year sentence in the feds for a fucking video of him shooting a rifle at a range, man. So brothers got to be on their toes. This is a serious thing, man. All right, this is a serious thing, man. You know, brothers got to be on their toes, and they have to be on point, man. 8 fucking years in the feds for a video. Sorry about that, brother. 8 years in the feds for a video of him shooting a rifle at a range, man. Come on, man. You can't fuck with these guys unless you come in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. If you come in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, you have nothing to worry about. If police come stop you, you agree with them, okay? If someone wants to fight you, you walk away because you're wise as a serpent. When it comes down to the work, you're just posting scriptures and backing it up. We're not going to do anything. The Heavenly Father's going to do it. Let them call us nutcases, okay? But to talk with someone you just random met, to talk about violence, to talk about doing this and doing that, that's going to get you in trouble, man. Okay? No brother should have guns unless you have it legally. Okay? No brother should be driving without a license. No brother should be doing any petty thefts. We should be role model citizens in this man's society. We should be role models. We should be the model citizen in this society. For example, Edmund Kemper, co-ed serial killer, is currently incarcerated, still alive, yet one of the most ferocious serial killers and most tactical serial killers that ever lived. Behind the wall, the CEOs and the psychiatrists label him as the model prisoner, okay? And this is the most dangerous prisoner by far in that institution, not because of his ability to kill, but because of also his mental strength, his mental stability is what's frightening. So if this man has this flip side of him, but is also labeled as a model citizen, that right there should be like, wow, this guy's pretty impressive. So us brothers, we gotta be in the same fashion, man. All right. No one should know what we about, man. Unless, like I said, unless you pushing the word, unless you on a camp, unless you doing shows, that's a different ballgame. Someone says, look, man, what's this about? Look, it is what it is. Okay, that's just that simple. But if someone comes to have a dialogue with you and they ask you about your religious views, tell them you're not really spiritual. If someone wants to talk about the government, this is and that, tell them you're not into conspiracy. Tell them you're in agreement with this government. Tell them you agree with the government. Now, like I say, if you're at a camp, if you're doing a show, you're teaching the word outside in the street, someone asks you, you gotta do what you gotta do, but back it up by the scriptures. But as far as that, and as far as anything else concerns, we're model citizens, okay? We're model American citizens, okay? And that's it. No matter wherever any brother may be, whether you're in London, whether you're in China, whether you're in Russia, you're a model citizen of your dwelling place, okay? Because acting radical and acting like a badass and acting tough will land you in a conspiracy charge and land you in prison. And that's going to hinder the word. We're not tough guys. We're not militants. We're not extremists. We're just simply preaching the Bible. That's it. And that documentary, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai really opened me up to